I'm telling you, Bob, this girl is different. She loves me for myself.
I'm not saying she doesn't love you. I'm saying she loves you for the wrong reasons, okay?
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You're a star. You have your own show. You're a smash, okay? She's a struggling young actress. She wants something. Tom Selleck said it. He gets more girls now that he's a star. John Biner's a star. They want something.
Look, maybe I've made mistakes in the past, granted, but look at this suit. She made this suit for me with her own bare hands. Does that sound like somebody wants something from me? She gave me this watch so I could time the seconds away from her. I'm wearing a locket with a picture of her parents now. You're starting to change your mind.
You know, we go through this every time you fall in love with some young lady. I don't even want to talk to you, really, but you're in for the same thing. I can see it. It's not different this time, okay?
No difference.
No difference.
Okay, she happens to be in my dressing room. Maybe we'll shut you up for good, huh?
Show me a difference.
Come on.
I'm telling you, you're going to be sorry.
Oh, you always say that, but this time I think you're wrong.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I wanted you to try on this tie I hand-painted for you. I cooked your favorite, beef stroganoff. I ironed your tuxedo, stitched up your socks, called your mother, and I took care of that little plumbing problem in your house.
Thank you, sweetheart. Are we talking a little different here, pal?
I guess so. Okay, let's just do the opening.
Oh, darling, I took up the sleeves of your coat 1/16 of an inch, and I embroidered your opening monologue on the inside of your lapel.
This girl wants something from me.
What, honey?
Oh, I was just talking to Mr. Budinsky here. I'll be back in a minute with the opening.
Oh, John, before you go, I would like to ask you a little favor.
Here it comes.
Will you butt out? What is it, sweetheart?
Oh, well, John, I know we've only been seeing each other for 5 days now, but we've been so intimate that I feel we've known each other a lifetime. Well, after all, you might be Johnny Pooh to me, but to millions of fans, you're the great John Biner, star of Bazaar. And I'm just a struggling young actress, and, well, I wonder if I could get you to promise me something.
Well, maybe we could talk about this a little later. I'm in kind of a rush, right?
Hey, we got time for this. Let's hear it.
I think we can discuss it later. There's really no time.
John, it can't wait.
What is it? What do you want?
Well, John, I'm an actress, and...
Yeah, I know you're an actress, and I'm the star of the show, but what is it? What do you want?
Well, John, I just want to make you promise me that, if our relationship continues, that you'll...
What? What?
You'll never ask me to be on Bazaar.
You're right, Bob. She's just like all the rest. All they want to do is use me.
Expressed in the following Bigot family are those of Mr. Bigot and his clan and do not represent the views of the network, its sponsors, station management, or any reasonably intelligent circus animal. Yes, it's time once again for those wonderful hate mongers, the Bigots. And here's the star of the family, Big Daddy Bigot.
And Aaron go braless. That's maybe Italian son. You know, has so much oil in his hair that he doesn't use a comb. He uses a dipstick. And yes, here's me Polish wife. You know, in America, they say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? In England, they say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your wife is? In France, they say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your husband is? In Poland, they say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know what time it is? Here's my black brother-in-law. Talk about lazy. When he's making love to his wife, he just lies there waiting for an earthquake. Next, me Mexican nephew. You know, he's proud that his new business is going so well. He saved all his garbage and opened a souvenir shop. Finally, here's me Jewish daughter. Do you know what a Jewish dilemma is, darling?
Now what?
Free ham. darling, what do you call a Polish girl with half a brain?
What?
Gifted.
That's not very funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Here's a little present for you to cheer you up. Something to clean out your pores.
That's not for your skin, it's for the toilet, huh?
What are you laughing at, provolone puss? You know why Italy is shaped like a boot?
No way.
Because they can't fit all that shit into a sneaker.
Knock it off. Tell me, how can you tell when a Jewish girl is really enjoying sex?
I don't know. How?
She has multiple headaches.
What are you laughing at? What's the new Webster's definition of the word confusion?
What?
Father's Day in Harlem.
Hey, shut your mouth, taco tongue. Hey, you know why the Mexican baker couldn't finish baking his raisin cake?
Why?
He ran out of flies.
Ignore him, Pancho. I just found out how many Mexicans it takes to wash a car. How many? 40. 1 to wipe and 39 to spit.
Up yours, boozehead. Here's what you might like. Dad, said the kid, can I have $5 to buy a guinea pig? Here's $10, son. Go find yourself a nice Irish girl.
All right. Calm down. I'd like to tell all of you that although we've been having fun insulting each other, I feel there's a time and a place for such things. People should put aside all ethnic slurs and respect one another. I personally am very proud of my black brother-in-law. Do you realize we now have a black mayor in Los Angeles, a black mayor in Chicago, and a black mayor in Atlanta? Do you realize what's happening? All we need are 2 more mayors like that, and we've got a basketball team. Come on. Let's go, boys. Let's get those guys in there.
The movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Splash, which comes from the Disney Studios, has given the company the biggest commercial hit since Mary Poppins.
Can I say something? You know, you go through 5 years and you have a sensational cast member, and sometime they become a nameless face. And this man has been such a terrific performer for us and such a good luck charm. I'd like to introduce him and have you really give him a Tom Harvey, ladies and gentlemen.
4, 3.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Splash, which comes from the Disney Studios, has given the company the biggest.
Just for a moment, you know, we don't live in Toronto during the summer, and my partner Al and I come up here and stay at a hotel.
Right.
And Tom's wife, Bobby, and Tom have invited us over for lamb quite a bit, and it's been really fabulous, and we owe them a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for that.
It's New Zealand spring lamb. It's $2.99 a pound. I mean, bad. We're not going to worry about it. Okay.
5, 4.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway.
You know, it's versatility that makes someone great. And throughout the years, he not only does these off-camera voices, but he's done on-camera interviews and played character parts. And it's just a privilege to have him on the show. And I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Okay. Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Now, Splash, which comes from the Disney Studios, has given the company the...
I don't know if you remember the first year, because the more I think about it, it brings back memories of what Tom did. We did a whole sketch, and then he performed in it, and then we nailed the doors shut, and he came out. And when you think about it, he's done interviews and and comedy things and characters and off-camera voices and on-camera. He's invaluable, and we just appreciate it.
In 5, 4,
Sure.
3.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit.
You know,
Splash.
excuse me for a second, but the more I think about it,
Yeah.
with all the things you've done too much. So we'll get someone else to do this. Let's hear it for Tom. I'm sure someone out here can do this introduction. Come on. What is your name?
Betty.
Betty what?
Betty Rose.
All right, Betty, you'll be filling in from the great Tom Harvey in tonight's, well, we'll find out, hopefully.
No fear.
Come on, Betty.
Hang on to your job. Hi.
This is John Biner, Betty.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Betty. Welcome to
Okay,
the
now,
show.
Betty.
Nice to meet you.
Betty,
Safe here.
that's enough, Betty. Would you please read everything in red throughout this interview? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Some...
All right, y'all count it out, Betty?
I'm supposed to move faster.
No, just however you read, as though you were reading the newspaper. A loud newspaper.
4, 3, 2.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Splash, which comes from Disney Studios, has given the company the biggest commercial hit since Mary Poppins. When a movie makes it big, it usually follows by a deluge of unsuitable...
Yeah. Would you sit down over here, please? Yeah, can we get someone else? Maybe there's someone else. Yeah, you, sir. I think you could probably do this. Come on. Sure. Down here. Give him a hand. What is your name?
My name's Tom
All right, Tom what?
Morrison.
All right, Tom, come on back here.
Hi, Tom.
This is John Biner. Okay, let's take it from the top. Here we go. You'll count them down, and everything in red you'll read.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go. In 5, 4, 3.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Splash, which comes from Disney Studios, has given the company the biggest commercial
Hit.
Will you sit over here, please? That's good. Okay, let's see if we can get someone else here. Okay. Come on, you could probably... No? Okay. Come on, you could do this. I'm always... You want to do it? Come on, sure. What is your name?
Karen.
Okay, here, Karen, you're going to do this. You'll do it well, I'm sure. Okay? Everything in red. Here we go.
Here we go. In 5, 4, 3.
Wait a minute, Bob.
Yeah.
You didn't introduce her to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is John Biner.
How do you do, Mary? Pleasure to meet you. Karen?
Oh, Karen,
See?
I'm sorry. That's why I didn't introduce her.
Get somebody out of the audience to replace
I
you
will.
right
Here we
now.
go.
4, 3.
Some time ago, the movie Splash was a runaway box office hit. Splash, which comes from Disney Studios, has given the company the biggest commercial hit since Mary Poppins. When a movie makes it big, it is usually followed by a deluge of lawsuits, people claiming that it was their idea. Well, Bizarre has followed up on one of those people. A person whose name is Melvin Merman claims that Splash is really his idea, and he is so upset that he has had a nervous breakdown. So tonight, we're going to visit him in a hospital room in Santa Monica. Good evening, Mr. Merman.
Good evening.
Tell us why you claim Ron Howard stole the idea of Splash from you.
3 reasons. 1, I have documented proof that I brought the story to Ron Howard and he read it in front of me. 2, I was given a contract by a studio to write a treatment for the movie
And 3.
Yes, we're waiting. What is 3?
This is 3. Can't you see?
Oh my gosh, this is astounding. How could this happen?
Well, it happens in Hollywood all the time. Remember Francis the Talking Mule?
That was stolen?
You bet. Right from Howard Cosell. It wasn't all bad, though. At least I got a real ass to play him.
I think we're getting off the track.
Yes, we have a choice. We can either stay on the track or try to be funny.
All right, let me get this straight. You're half man and half fish.
Right.
What do you do to make a living?
I hold cue cards for Love Boat. Betty liked it.
I love it.
Hey, Betty. What happens if you sink to the bottom?
If I sink to the bottom... We didn't hear that. We didn't hear that question.
What happens if you sink to the bottom?
I could always hold cue cards for Bizarre. Did you like that, Betty? Didn't like it as much. But
Now, in your lawsuit, you claim that other movies were stolen from you.
yes, I wrote the greatest movie about underwater violence and the mob.
And what is this title of the movie about underwater violence?
The Codfather. Stick around, Betty.
Let me ask you the obvious now.
What is that?
What did you have to do? Did you have anything to do with the movie Jaws?
Just the porno version.
The porno version?
Didn't you see it? Deep Jaws? Wait a minute, don't oh! A 500-pound female gray whale swallows the entire U.S. Navy. One at a time.
Fortunately, we're running out of time.
Yes, you can say that again. Please do.
Fortunately, we're running out of time.
Thank you.
Before we leave, I have to ask you, except for the nervous breakdown, is there any other reason why you're in the hospital?
Well, because of the nerves, the doctor thinks that I have contracted a rare social disease found only in middle-aged mermen.
What is it called?
Moby Dick. They want to operate this afternoon.
Well, what did you say?
I told them if they can find it, they can operate on it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marvin Merm.
You're very welcome. Thank you for interviewing me. It's been a pleasure.
This is Tom Harvey returning you to Bizarre.
Before we say goodnight, I'd like to have you meet a very important cog in our bizarre wheel, the man responsible for all our special effects. You know, George Lucas and his crew get an awful lot of attention for their Star Wars movie effects, the effects on Poltergeist, E.T., etc. Well, we happen to have a special effects man who's absolutely in a class by himself. He is responsible for some of the unbelievable effects we do here. Let's meet him now in his lab, Mr. Thomas Spielkes.
Thank you for allowing me on your show.
Well, without you, we wouldn't have a show. Let's let some of the secrets out of the bag, okay?
Well, certainly, John. As you well know, most of these things on Bizarre are done with special effects, so if you'll just come over here.
All right.
Now, what you see here is our in-studio look and our audience with painted faces to look real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a typical opening of a show, John. We take our little miniature of John Biner.
Wow.
And with a black glove on, so no one will see,
right,
we'll walk him downstage towards the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll lift the little wall and walk John through.
That's really great. Good.
Yeah, and then we to make it look like you're in front of a live audience, what we do is we take this light here and we shine it in their faces just to make it look real.
Son of a gun. Well, let's have the audience at home get a look at that, okay? Can we run a little bit of that?
Well, that's great. Now, could you show us how you make Bob come out?
All right. Well, here you are right here, John.
Right.
And say you've just made a mistake.
Rarely, but go on.
Okay. Well, I'll bring Bob out with my other hand. And then the two of you will talk.
All right. Yeah, that's usually what happens. Oh, that's just beautiful. That's amazing. That's really great. You have quite a setup here.
Yes, as a matter of fact, John, we have 72 different outfits for you alone, 35 different disguises, and over 100 different sets.
Wow, that's fantastic. I think one of the favorites for all the people like it very much. The unbelievable things you do with Super Dave Osborne, how you maim or kill or appear to make that happen. Super Dave and his accidents of blowing up and all that stuff. How does that work? How do you do that?
Well, we don't do any of Super Dave's work, John. He actually does his own stunts. As a matter of fact, that's the only real part of Bizarre.
One final question. How do you do the nudity?
Very simply. You see, that's a very delicate area to make look real, so I do it myself.
What do you mean?
Well, we just use my tits.
Well, that's just terrific. Well, our time is up, and I'm glad a behind-the-scenes genius like yourself gets a chance for a little recognition. I want to thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you, John.
Now, okay, I've got to go to the real home base now and say goodnight. I'll see you again soon, eh, Thomas? Well, there you have it, a little touch of reality. Boy, is our special effects man talented. Is he, really? Well, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week because we have more merriment and mirth to bring your way. Good night, everybody.